as it says in the title, I'm going to be doing a Genex deck profile. This is my second version. Yeah, okay, so here we go. I'm going to start out with the monsters. Okay, this is a basic for this, like just a staple for this deck. Genex control, 2 Genex controller. Tuners, and every Genex synchro monster requires it for synchro summoning, so there's that. 2 Genex ally remote, because it can turn any tuner into a Genex controller, including itself, so that really helps with synchro summoning and whatnot. 2 Genex spare. If another Genex is on the field, it can be another Genex controller, so that's pretty good. Genex recycled, any Genex monster in my graveyard pretty much. So, yeah. Genex searcher. It can search out other Genex, like it says in the name. So, that's good. 1 Genex solar. It's probably the only monster in the deck, the only non-synchro monster in the deck that you have to sacrifice for, tribute for. Sorry. So, yeah, and it's not even that hard if you have Genex on. Since this is an all Genex deck, it's not really hard to get this on the field. 2 are Genex accelerators. If you draw a Genex, you can just summon it out while this is on the field. So, any Genex, including solar. So, that's a pretty good effect. 3 Genex turbines. Every Genex monster face up on the field gets an extra 400 attack. So, that's pretty good. 3 Genex ally volcannons. I put 3 in this deck because you can basically you can tribute one of your own monsters that's a fire type and destroy one of your opponent's monsters and then deal damage based on the opponent's monster's level times 400. So basically, you damage your opponent by destroying their monster without even attacking. So that's pretty amazing. 3 Genex ally changers, so you can actually use Volcannon's effect. So yeah, that's pretty good. It can change. Changer can change the attribute of any monster once per turn. So 3. Okay, so that's all. That's all the monsters. There's 20 of them in all, I think. So yeah. On to the spells. Machine assembly line. 2 of these because you can bring back a Genex monster that was destroyed. I used to have 3, but 2's good enough because it is a kind of a slow card. So, there's that. Monster Reborn, no explanation. Lightning Vortex, wipe your opponent's field. Pot of Avarice, put monsters back in your deck pretty much. 2 enemy controllers, helps with the whole synchro thing. Yeah. Smashing Ground, not really an explanation needed. And 2 MSTs. Yep. Okay. Okay, to the traps, Wabaku, because it's amazing. Bottomless trap hole, mirror force, draining shield, mirror mail, because I use mirror mail because most of the monsters in this deck are pretty weak. If your opponent gets say a blue eyes white dragon or something on the field, this deck can't really stand up to that. So if you equal your opponent's attack, it's pretty devastating. 2 Call of the Haunted, trying to get a third. 2 Sakuratsu Armor. And then 3 Threatening Roars. So that's the main deck. Here's the synchros. Okay. So, yeah. 1 Vindicate Genex. 1 Locomotion Genex. And let's see. 2 Genex Allied Tri-Arms. 1 Geogenex. 1 Thermal Genex. 2 Windmill Genex. These things are pretty flippin' amazing. And then 3 Genex Ally Tri-Arms. Triforce. I actually got all 3 of these out in one game before. So these are pretty helpful. And I did win that game. So, yeah. That's the deck. So, comment any changes I could do, because this deck is still in the process of stuff. So, yeah. Rate the deck, comment changes, whatever you want. Peace out.